Dave Palumbo made a video about Synthol, which was invented by someone named Chris Clark, and they called it Pump and Pose, and it's gone by different names, and some people make their own version of it. But Palumbo was saying specifically the version that was made by Chris Clark has properties that allow it to create new muscle growth in injection sites. And he claims there's even MRI studies backing this up. So most people know Synthol from these freaks that inject oil into their arms, and the muscles in the arms or wherever soak up the oil. There's not much rhyme or reason to the development. If you were to inject it in your shoulders, you might end up with a big lump on your right shoulder and another one on your left shoulder having a completely different look. So you'd have asymmetrical, freaky looking shoulders. Or if you continually inject it into your arms, you'd end up with these 24-inch arms with no shape that are totally out of proportion to your forearms. But the important thing with Palumbo's video is he says there's MRI studies that show new muscle growth in the injection site areas. That has nothing to do with the conventional wisdom or thinking related to Synthol. Everybody suggests that Synthol is just an oil that people inject in their arms, and Chris Clark might have given it different properties, but there's no rhyme or reason to what you'll look like after you inject it. The conventional wisdom is also that you're not creating new muscle or enhancing muscle. It's just totally a quote cosmetic look. It's not cosmetic in the sense that it makes a person look better. Palumbo is specifically saying MRI studies show new muscle growth. So there's something different in the way that Chris Clark creates his version of Synthol that allows you to inject something into a muscle which feeds it in some way that creates additional muscle growth. And MRI studies prove this. So in the comments section, if you have any links to MRI studies showing new muscle growth after Synthol usage, please post them. Everything else I've read on the subject suggests Synthol damages muscles. And the videos with people getting surgery and having their arms drained of oil and people having their arms amputated after Synthol use suggest negative effects with Synthol use. But if anybody has links to MRI studies, or if Palumbo does, post them in the comments below.